Hello, this is Priscilla Batzel. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. That's a pre-primed with mead and black paint 14 by 14 inch canvas. And I want to do some weird stuff. I want to make a landscape, but I want my sky to be something other than black. And I think I want the horizon line, and this may happen the rest of it tomorrow, but I'm going to use some Vivid Intense. I'm going to try and use some Vivid Intense white, so that I have a place to lay down my yellow. And I haven't done this before, so you'll know what I know when I know it, and that'll be in a minute. So I'm just using my Oxo Omelette Turning Flip and Fold spatula, which you hear me talk about all the time as the best paint spreading tool I know of, and it is. And if I have ridges in my paint, that's great. It'll look like a cloud bank. And if it looks like enough like a cloud bank and I don't want to put yellow in it, I won't. I thought about putting frosted berry in there. I like the idea of doing surreal scapes, but I haven't quite convinced myself I can get away with it. I mean, I do them, but not the way I would imagine doing them in my most extreme scenario. But I wanted to make sure I left enough canvas I could hang on to. I'm going to take the white off my spatula, put it right over the edge, and blend that in. And I could probably blend it in tomorrow too, but I think I'd rather do it now, as long as I don't have any white paint on my fingers, leaving anything behind on the canvas. Alright, so I've got a bunch of different cell activators, and I want to use some Amsterdam Black with regular Floetrol and GAC 800, which I forgot to use recently, and it caused me to have some cracking. So I'm going to try and put more paint than I need on, because I want it to be able to tip it both up and down. And I'm still not sure that's enough. But it really depends on how much paint I decide to add to swipe through. And I want to use unusual colors, but I don't know that I will. I have a new color I've just started to use, which is a Vivid Intense Teal. This one has a little Payne's Gray added to it. And a little golden diamond, so I had some sparkle. This is African Violet. And a big lump coming out. Hopefully there's not actually really any big lump in there. I'm thinking about using both black and white cell activator, but we'll see. This is Black Iris. I think I've got more paint than I need. Pretty sure. This is Fandango. I thought about not adding any of this, but let's hope a little goes a long way. And if I need more, I can always add more. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a pour-off dish. I want a little bit of this peacock as well. Whoops. Looks like I added some distilled water and forgot to shake it. Do I have a paper towel handy? Do I have anything absorbent handy? Let's see if this works. That worked really well. That's like a makeup pad. Not even sure where that came from, but I'm pretty sure it has filaments on it. So I like these colors a lot. But I kind of want some gold in there. And I've still got some deep amethyst. I never used the wintergreen. I was thinking to I guess I was talking to myself. So I'm going to put a little bit of wintergreen in there. They're kind of similar colors to colors I like to use when I'm doing landscape portions. Let's get that white out of here. I found I'm going to go just half black and half white and silver over the top of it. Let's see. Whoa, something was in there. Make sure it's not still in there. Yes, it is. Goodbye thing that does not belong. It's Pebeo Iridescent Silver and Australian Floetrol. Australian Floetrol is in both of the Amsterdam. I thought I'd use a second dose of cell activator. That's why I stopped. Because if I go too far, then I wind up with gray. I should change the order from white to black, but I didn't do that, so. I like the silver in there. I think it works fine. Usually it would be gold. So there's at least one thing that's different. And I do have an edge catcher, and I will be using it. I'm going to wipe off my spatula because I wonder if the possibility exists that I may want to come back and do something else. And if I was to do something else, what would it be? And it would be I'm kind of thinking gold cell activator. But let's just keep going with where I've started. The odd shape of the swipe will help change the patterns in the landscape to be something interesting. Probably should have gone side to side first, but I can still do that, and that's not a problem. So once the paint gets to the bottom, it starts to create a seal, and then I rock it so that it covers the bottom. And I could just pull the painting right away, but sometimes what I like to do, and what I'm going to do right now, if I can get it unstuck from the edge catcher, which I used earlier today, is to throw it right back in the painting. And hopefully I have no white on my thumbs. And I'm going to use just the painted portion. Send that right down to the sides. Contemplating a collaboration with Amy from White Dog Studio. We're talking about doing scapes. I saw her practice run today, so that might be really interesting, so keep your eye out for that. I should have done the other side first. I might just have to pour that right off. And I do want it all to go up, but I want it to go over first. I think I'm going to dip my edge right into that. Looks more like the ocean washing up on rocks or land or something. And once I get the paint on the edge catcher that's trying to come off the painting, then I have more paint to put back in the painting if I so desire. And if I had a clean edge catcher, I could do what I did to start with right all over again. I think right now I just want a clean spatula. Put a little of this paint in the one bald spot, naked, that I see there. And then I'm really tempted to go ahead do what I said I was going to do and grab all that paint right off that edge catcher. Put it right in at the horizon line. My sky, like I don't know if I mentioned or not, I was thinking my sky does not have to be black. Definitely looks like the ocean though. I was kind of wondering if maybe the white would be dry enough to add yellow. But then I'm still going to have to figure out what goes on the black, which might be blue. I'd rather have something that doesn't show the texture of the canvas though. This edge catcher's got to come right back in here again. Now I could blow that up, and I think I might do that instead. If I can find out where I put my straw, that'd be good. Although it did expose the black and not allow the colors to come through. I'm dripping everywhere. I lost most of my white. Oh well. So I'll add some more. I'm not sure that looks like in the landscape, but once I add some trees and a moon or a sun or whatever I'm going to do. That was not cool. I don't think it probably matters a bit, but I don't like it. It's spattered on my, let's see if I can get it to come out. I think this is not my favorite applicator. Definitely stiff too. I'm going to put that spatula in the bucket. I have a long skinny palette knife that I love to use lately, and that might be the perfect tool to try and play with. Or not. We'll see in a minute. It'll probably dry with some texture, but who cares? Trying not to disturb the paint below it. This looks kind of like a cloud bank. Now I want to put some yellow in it. When my timer goes off, I'll have a couple minutes left before my camera shuts off. I want to steal some paint, but I want to leave it heavy. I don't think that there's any Floetrol in that particular paint mixture, so that won't level it. Floetrol conventionally is a paint leveler. That's why house painters use it. Although I was a house painter and I never used it. And a little something showing. Kind of want to use my palette knife, and I don't think it's going to hurt anything. if I decide to put a little yellow in there. I'm kind of thinking sour lemon with orange crush. Let's make sure it's shaken up though. I can always tell if I bother to shake that there's water in there because it slaps around. I can hear it. Do I want some yellow? Some actual Tuscan Sun. Okay, so the shiny taffeta and the sour lemon and the Tuscan Sun are all Prizm pores. And whatever I get, I'm going to have to add something to tomorrow, to the sky portion, I believe. I always wanted to do this. And this way we'll find out if it covers black too. I think it will. It's nice and heavy. I want to spread it up first before I go try and bring anything back down over that white, which I imagine will change everything if I allow it to. Or if I'm not careful. Be careful that I don't get any black in there either. Still seems to be some. I kind of want to blow this. That seems to need a finger as opposed to a hand. Oh, I got some black on after all. Let's wipe that off. Yep, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm going to do it for one more minute, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow and finish. I have one bubble. I really don't mind the white and the yellow. I just don't want the black showing through. I don't think there's any way to avoid it though. I am going to be, oh, I was going to throw some saffron in there, but I don't think I can. Maybe quickly. It'll let me. I got one more minute left. I think I better stop. I'll be back in a second. Well, my camera battery was about to die, so it's a good thing I stopped when I did, because I would have had to stop anyway. Saw a bubble. So I want to take the white. Actually, I'm going to use the sour lemon with orange crush in it. I want to play with the quinacridone nickel gold. I don't usually do that. It would be a lot easier if it were open though. I guess we'll find out how I like that in a second, because it was pretty well plugged. kind of want to just keep adding layers of color. I sort of talked myself into what could happen if it became surreal, and I like the prospect. I don't like having any black canvas show through. That might be tricky. It could be very tricky. I think I'm going to use some frosted berry as a buffer because I know it'll mix in well. And put some saffron over the top of it. Because I'm here and you're here and we have time. And that, what is it? It's fuchsia. It's calling me. It's just sitting there taunting me. I'm just going to keep using my palette knife. Palette knife swipe. Get rid of that bubble. Yeah, I'm going to use the fuchsia. It's as good a time as any to figure out how things work. Just wonder if I should wipe off my palette knife in between. It seems funny to call it a palette knife, it's so small. I want to go up first with less pollution of the colors before I go down. And then in theory, I should be able to steal a little paint. Or share a little paint is better. I'm having a lot of fun with skies lately. Thank you guys for joining me. I post at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I surmise that whatever I don't feel is finished when I'm done today, I can deal with tomorrow unless some miracle occurs and I manage to feel that I'm finished. Things do happen. Alright, so I'm wondering if maybe the Frostbite is the answer. And if I use the Frostbite, what else do I want? And I'm seeing the Vivid Intense Fluorescent Red Violet. Helps if I open the bottle all the way. Part of me wants to just get my spatula and use it. I've got paint dripping over my edge, which is perfect for covering up that black canvas, which we will find out together how that works. I'm really tempted to add more of the Frostbite. See how well I can make it cover. It's pretty sheer, so it's kind of a big risk. But I'm here. And if I put it in, I can always smooth it on with a spatula. And if I don't like it, I can always cover it with something else. And I do like blue skies. Oh, I'm glad there's this clean spatula because it looks like none of them are in the receptacle. Looks like there's something in there. I don't mind if the red violet travels up, but I prefer it didn't do it until I was done spreading the Frostbite. And it would be helpful if I didn't leave bottles in my way so my turntable could turn. Well, that's kind of cool. So far, I'm not unhappy at all. I might have to touch up my edges tomorrow, but it looks like the paint is heavy enough to cover the black, and I think if I wanted to, if I needed to, I could use a balloon and add some clouds, some more clouds. I had to do most of that upside down. That's pretty cool. I'm not unhappy with that a bit. I'm going to push this down so there's no ridge in there. My finger to sort of dab the colors that need to be blended. I have enough paint on my spatula to cover what needs to be covered on the edge. The top is another matter entirely. I don't think I can do much with the top right now, except for maybe move some color to the edge. I'm sure my bottom half will be moving a little bit if I'm not careful. But I can always cover my edge, my top edge. I could do it right now. All I really need is the Frostbite. And the will to succeed. And try not to worry about the bottom half flowing off the canvas. Alright, I don't know what, if anything, we lost down there. And whatever striations I have in my sky are from the spatula are going to stay. So I did it in two. I'm going to have to use my torch because I can see a couple bubbles. I might be spending a minute looking for gaps, and I see a couple. I need the flat end of this. It has a filament stuck on it. And I've got a bubble here, one there, and if they come off, great, and if they don't, I'm going to torch them. Is that a bubble or a thing? I think it's a thing. What did I do with my tweezers? Oh no! There they are. Yay. Catch it while the paint is heavy. So it'll probably relax. Come on, thing. Now this is bugging me because I can see black. Wipe off my palette knife. Brazenly go, Hormone. Alright, so I've got 1 minute to tell you guys I love you. If I come back and do something else tomorrow, I'll be repetitive, but it seems like I might be okay for now. It looks like a rolling sea, but I'm kind of thinking I need a horizon line. I definitely need some more Frostbite right there. really, really super tempted to take a skewer. If I can get one out of the packaging quickly enough. The question is, can I make it level? There. I love you guys. I hope you come again. I post at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think it's going to work. There's no trees or anything, but I think it's going to work. There's my horizon line, and that's the ocean. Huh. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. I could probably go in there with some cell activator and make some waves, but I think I'm okay. With the exception of a couple little divots. Alright, I didn't shimmer that at you, and I'm going to try before you're gone. I do sell my artwork. I give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I have 31 playlists with 100 videos on them each. Not sure what's going on there. Easy enough to cover it up. I know it's... Alright, I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. You'll see whatever I needed to tell you in another video. I'm hoping you're still here. You are. Please give me a thumbs up. I think I asked. Thank you for the donations through PayPal. Thank you for joining the membership. I hope you're enjoying the 200 videos for members only. If you like and share my videos, thumbs up, and that's 3 times. They're all helpful. And your comments keep my morale boosted and they're helpful. I do sell my artwork. I do give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida. I do love you guys. You inspire me always. I don't know if I'm going to do anything to change this at all, but it's pretty cool like it is. So thanks for joining me. I hope you come again. Make sure you ask questions if you need to. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. Questions are encouraged. My Linktree has... near my Linktree is the 20% off Colourarte coupon code and the 10% off Pixel Paint Designs coupon code. And... I see one thing. I need to get rid of that spot over there. Gotta go. Alright, so whatever I've forgotten, you'll see in another video. My Amazon link is a great place to shop, and it costs nothing extra, and you'll find my 2 books there, and the AXO Omelette Turning Flip and Fold Spatula. I'm not sure why we have still got time left, but I'm sure there's things I'm not telling you. My email address, easpbgallery, and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. Check out the exhibition videos for 2023. You'll find a lot of art, and it's on sale until November 15th, 2023, and negotiable after that. So drop me a line. I love you guys. Bye for now. Priscilla out. Okay, I'm back. It's many days later now, and I don't know how satisfied I am with this, and hopefully I cleaned out the tip on my Frostbite, because I want to do a bunch of things to this. Starting with using my spatula to lighten up my sky. Right over the top. I've got a dish of colors left from a painting I just finished that might suffice to work with the clouds, or they might enhance the sunset. But mostly what I'm thinking of right now is that I would like to add some green to the shape that was meant to look like an island, because the ocean sort of interrupted. I hope that I need to take care that this doesn't look stupid. There we go. Anyway, maybe I should show you my pan of colors and use some on the sky. And there it is. It's jasmine, saffron, orange crush, sour lemon with orange crush in it, some frosted berry, and some new vivid intense fuchsia along with that frostbite. And I have found that if I dip my spatula in, that I can get a nice mix. By having all those colors. Now I'm hooked. I may never get to the balloon. I just love skies that are these colors, what can I say? And because it's a dry canvas now, I can go back through and I can remove color if I want, just by scraping along with the blade of my spatula. That's pretty exciting. I like it. I could also come right down here, go along my horizon line. Maybe with the spatula is better than my finger, because I can always move it off the dry canvas. That way I can get that white line that was meant to look like sunshine and mute it some, and I'm much happier with that, although I am thinking I want a little bit more of that right up here. That's just too much fun. I'm loving that. Take some of that color and put it right over the edge. Alright, so to deal with that later, I'll have to cover it up. Try not to drag too many things to cover it up with. Wipe off my spatula so I can use it again. I got out a playing card, I'm pretty sure, and then I got distracted. Ooh, shiny. So that means I need another one, and I have things I can use, even if they're not all super handy. Yeah, that'll work. It's got a curve on it. So I kind of thought I'd use some Fandango and a little bit of green tea. Maybe a little bit of gold. Although I thought I'd keep that for a beach area. I'd rather it actually came out unevenly. I never did open my quinacridone nickel azo gold, which I would love to have open. So maybe I'll just take a moment of our time. No, that's not going to happen right now, stubbornly enough. Alright, but I do have cell activator. Do I want white? I don't. I want the gold. And there it is. I want the gold and a little bit of black. And it's not going on the card at all. It's going everywhere else. That was irritating. I think it went on a card. And I'm trying to unscrew the top of my cell activator, and I'm getting the whole top instead of just the spigot. Alright, that's better. I'm going to dump some of that off. I don't mind if the background or the edge of the horizon is still deep color. I'm going to have a little bit more black because I see I'm getting some interesting variations in colors. In theory, I should be able to drag this right down and enlarge this islands area. I still might put that gold beach in. I want some light purple. Why do I want light purple? I don't know. Some things are just unfathomable. I'm liking that better. I'm going to put some more gold in there. Could put some white in. And then it would look like surf next to the cliffs or whatever they are. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll try some some gold, although I'm liking what I've got a whole lot better than what I had, and I think that's okay. I've got more gold. I dripped on something I can use, I can recover it from. Better than wasting it. Let's use a straw. Take some of that, put it right over the edge. I kind of want to take the white cell activator, put it right into or onto my silicone mat. Put some waves. That looked good. That worked out well, I think. Just barely touch. Probably even less would have been even better. And just about done. Just going to drag a corner through. And then I'm going to blow that around. I've seen the waves breaking on the rocks, and I love the way the spray bounces up. And hopefully that'll make my strange ocean in the foreground acceptable, and I think it is now. I definitely like it a lot better than I did. I kind of like that green though. I wonder if I want a little bit more. And then I'm going to call it good and tell you guys, I have 31 playlists with 100 videos on them each. So I had a little white cell activator left on there and some right on the let me just use this. Right on the silicone mat. I like that. I think I'm good. The only thing that's bothering me is that one little spot there. That probably makes it interesting for someone, but there we go. And fini. So please give me a thumbs up, share my videos if you have a mind to, and thank you for your kind words and your comments. They keep my morale boosted. I post at 2:15 Eastern Standard Time most days. I do love the look of the surf blowing up. Let me see if I've got any shimmer to give you. I'm loving my sky. Matter of fact, I might even just go so far as to put an actual sun in there with some shiny taffeta. And it might be too big. Let me put my phone down. I need a skewer, which there are always many. Maybe the straw first and the skewer after. Just going to drag that out a little bit to each side, so it's a little less obvious. I don't know. I kind of like it. Kind of wish it were a little darker, actually. That's the sour lemon with orange crush. I'm not sure adding more was the good idea. Paint chip alert. Trying to come off my hands. Like a fried egg for a second. Let me grab some of this pink. Don't ask me why. So I sort of eradicated it. Never mind. I'm going to go turn the lights out. I'm beginning to really find great affection for the water that I wasn't too happy with before. That's sweet. I like that. I hope you do too. What can I tell you? My paint pouring recipes below show more. Questions are welcome and encouraged. My community board will show you tomorrow's video. I think I said that already. Thank you to the patrons who have decided to become members. You help me buy Floetrol and GAC 800 and canvases and keep bringing tutorials to YouTube, and I really appreciate the people who make donations through PayPal. The link is below the video. Under the description of the video, you're going to find my link tree with my Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, Facebook group, couple of websites, The Gallery, Society 6, Pinterest, Pixels.com, Fine Art America. I also give lessons at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and my email address is easpb, and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. I hope I'm not being redundant. You'll find a 20% off Colourarte coupon code and a 10% off Pixel Paint Designs coupon code. And the Pixel Paint Designs will get you Australian Floetrol to make cell activator, also a cell activator. But the Boom Gel doesn't require anything added to it, and it's a cell activator. Also, the Pebeo paint is one of my favorites, right after Colourarte. My paint pouring recipes, did I say? I think I said they're under Show More. And my 2 books are on the Amazon link, along with a whole bunch of stuff that I use and a whole bunch of stuff I'd like to use. If I could afford to buy all of it, I would. Volumes 1 and Volumes 2, the first and the second 100 videos I made for YouTube about paint pouring. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you come again. I'll take this light off and maybe you'll see it better. But there's good shimmer. Oh, that's just fun. All right, I love you. I'll talk to you anon. Maybe tomorrow. Hope so. See you soon. Bye for now. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. How many times am I going to say that? Bye. I love you.